Hello guys. So today we'll have a look at feminist theory of international politics, as in feminist theory in international relations. So as we are seeing it from UPSC perspective, uh, we should have a look at what the previous year questions were. So this question, the feminist approach to international politics is biased, and we were asked to comment on that. So let us see what feminism means in international relations. Okay, so what the women activists believe that the ending of neglect of women perspectives in international politics, that is ending of not giving preference to or s- secondary status to women in a manner. So this theory wants to give primacy to feminist rights, female rights. And according to Swedish PM Margaret Wallström, she said that human rights are women rights. Okay, so what is the essence of feminist uh, theory is there's this limitation on understanding of security. The human security does not include the perspective of women's security as well. There's in the conflict situation, it is said that women are most targeted and vulnerable. Women are tortured, women are sexually assaulted, and physically assaulted as well. So, in conflict situation, women face much more vulnerability than that of men, and it aims to look at women as agent of change, and women, it says that, can imbibe peace, and it is good for world peace and maintenance of international relations in a peaceful manner. And the biggest flaw of the theories of international relations according to feminism theory is international politics is the most masculine discipline, and scholars have theorized global politics in the way that makes women invisible, but that is not the case in present world, as we have seen women emerging in different fields and they reaching to the top of those levels. Okay, so feminism basically means it is a movement and ideological position that aims to define and achieve the political, economic, and social equality of sexes. Okay, so there's this concept of sex and gender. So there's the difference between sex and gender, that the sex is biological phenomenon, whereas gender has been awarded or has been given by the society. The situated self concept in political science says that since humans are situated self, their views are shaped by the community they live in. That is communitarian perspective in international relations. Okay, so moving forward, the inequality in the sphere, in the socio-economic and cultural sphere, that is due to the concept of gender, and the concept of gender as accused by feminists is established by the patriarchal system. Okay, moving onwards, we have different scholars who put forward their views. First one is Cynthia Enloe. Cynthia Enloe, in her book Bananas, Beaches, and Bases, Making Feminist Sense of International Politics, she says that women have been given subordinate roles by states. For example, uh, there's diplomat, and if he has been invited in some conference, so diplomat's wife is supposed to take care of all his personal belongings, according to Cynthia Enloe. And she also mentions one more staggering concept of feminism, that is, personal is international. What personal is international means to say that what is the situation of women in personal sphere that is due to their misrepresentation or lack of representation or unequal representation in the international sphere. That is what is meant by personal is international and international is personal. So there is this violence against females, and in the recurrent wars women face most vulnerability. That is what Cynthia Inlow, she is Cynthia Inlow, that is what she means. Carol Cohn, another scholar, in her article Sex and Death, she says that war is due to the masculine culture that is prevailing. Excessive masculinist culture, it says that there is lack of emotions and there is divorce of war from human emotions, and people are now devoid of emotions, and they think it in the terms of just making themselves establish supreme over others, and that is what is known as divorce of war from human emotions, as what Carol Cohn says. Okay. So J.B. Elstein, she is J.B. Elstein, she says that feminist perspective's aim is to create sensitivity about the consequences of masculinist discourse. What masculinist, as Carol Cohn says that the masculinist culture is leading to wars, and J.B. Elstein in her book Woman and War says that feminist perspective aim is just that they want to create sensitivity about this. So concluding the theory, feminist perspectives has been gaining recognition since standard theories have been distorting, and for example realism and liberalism, if I have studied them in previous lectures, there's difference between realism and liberalism and then functionalism. So there's much of distortion amidst those theories, and this theory is seen as uh, natural, and it is not conspiracy by any power. There is this concept knowledge and powers connection in political science, but this theory has been seen as natural and has not been seen as conspiracy by either Eastern or Western powers. So, in practice, we can see the example of UNSC Resolution 1325. In that, United Nations wish to give more importance to female perspectives and what their interests are. So, as feminist theory says that men make war because war make men. So again, this is the discourse, masculinist discourse, as mentioned by Carol Cohn and J.B. Elstein. So, concluding this, feminist perspective wishes to give equal amount of value to both the sexes and see it from a neutral point of view, and make sure that the society is equal for both men and women, and that is how gradually international system will be equal and peace will prevail at the highest level. So that is all in the feminist point of view in international relations. uh, Thank you all. If you like this, please uh, give it a thumbs up and comment if you have any doubts. Thank you.